Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to find Midra's Manse in Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree. So we're going to be starting at the storeroom, floor 1 here, and we're just going to make our way down this elevator. And there's a little bit of a secret area that we have to go through, so we're going to be running out onto the rooftops here, and down to the left hand side there's going to be an elevator, or a ladder there, and we're going to be led into a room with a secret wall. So some people may not even find this in their first playthrough, but we're just going to go down this extra ladder here, and once you get down into this room, we're going to walk through the hallway, and there's going to be a room with a suspiciously empty wall right here where you need to attack. So attack that wall and make your way through. We're going to be taking down this waterway here into a coffin similar to the Estelle fight, and then just take it through and it'll lead you back to the Skadu Altus. So we're just going to run past here. There's going to be a furnace golem that you can just run past because they're pretty tough to take on at this point in the game. And once you continue on, there's going to be a specific platforming section here that may not be the easiest to follow along with. So there's a grace there, and there's going to be a grace alongside this rocky path. So I just have this sped up. If you need to, you can slow it down to watch a little bit more closely. But yeah, you're just going to run along the coastline here and then find your way to this next grace, take it, and we're going to continue downward. So once we get to the bottom here, there's actually a dungeon. I would recommend just following along with the dungeon. It's relatively easy to do, so I just decided to cut it out of this video to save time. But the dungeon itself has a boss at the end, and I'll be uploading a video on how to beat that boss. So yeah, here is the dungeon, and then we're just going to make our way through afterwards. And then we get into some pretty freaky areas because we can use Torrent, and there's going to be an old favorite from Bloodborne here. So yeah, we're going to run out, and we have to go grab the grace here, and then we're going to take a right. There is a way we can go on the left, but the way to get to Midra's Manse is going to be on the right-hand side. So once we get this grace here, there's a few different warnings telling you to stay away, but don't listen. We're going to make our way there. So once you get to this spot here, we're just going to continue on in this direction, and we just have to run it on foot. Now, there's going to be some winter lanterns here, and they aren't actually called that, but there's winter lantern flies there you saw I might have just grabbed. And the thing is, there's going to be plants that look similar to them. Do not touch them. I made the mistake of running into them, and they come running after you if you do that. So you can parry and defeat the winter lanterns here. I'm just going to call them that. But there's the grace, and then we just had to make our way there. You can rewind and pause if you need to check out where we're going, but it's relatively straightforward if you follow along with this video. You can crouch in the shade here and stick away from them, but I ran into the plant, and it alerts them to where you're at, as you can see there, and you get a little bit of madness build up. But yeah, this is relatively easy just to sprint through. If you have a head start on them, it's going to be hard for them to hit you, so yeah, just continue along this way, and there will be a grace at the end of this area here, so it gives you some much needed relaxation after this really interesting area. I really enjoyed this area. It has some cool wildlife with the flowers glowing that color similar to the winter lanterns, and gave me the bloodborne vibes that I was just missing for so long. But here I am again running into the plan and realizing that yeah, it does alert them to your position, so I continue to run along here. And the next grace isn't that far away, so we're just going to continue along into the water, and to the right there's going to be a grace there. So that is our safe spot. We're just going to run to there, and then finally we're going to be running the opposite direction this time. So just run to the left-hand side here, and then there's going to be an area that you can climb up. We're just going to continue on facing this way. I put a map marker down to kind of lead me in that direction. You can rewind it if you want to find where I placed that, but you may not have the map piece for this section at this point. There's a little bit of a tricky little part that you have to fall through here, and watch out for the little cultist fellas there. You just got to continue on past them, and then we'll be making it to this section here, and they have a ranged attack, which is quite difficult, but you're just gonna run up there, hop up, climb up, and continue along here. We're gonna have to drop back down once we get to this section here, and then you're going to start to see Midra's Manse in the background. So you can see the rooftop there. We just want to continue running towards that, avoiding all the enemies there. You can fight them if you'd like to, but the winter lanterns are invulnerable to damage, so you have to beat them with a parry attack, and that may be a little bit difficult and scary. But once we make it up here, we'll have made it to Midra's Manse. So here it is, and I'll be having a video uploaded on the dungeon, as well as how to take down Midra, the Lord of the Frenzied Flame in Elden Ring. If you found this video useful, please hit that subscribe button below.